welcome to 5 Things to Know, a Tax Talk Today exclusive. I'm joined today by Roger Harris. Roger has worked with Padgett Business Services for 50 years after studying at the J.M. Toll School of Accounting at the University of Georgia. Prior to becoming president of the company, Roger operated one of the largest Padgett franchises in the system. Roger also co-hosts a great podcast, Federal Tax Updates, which I encourage you to check out. He has offered testimony before Congress, putting his decades of experience to work as an advocate for small business tax legislation. Roger, on behalf of our viewers, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Tax Talk Today, where IRS representatives and tax industry leaders come together to share their knowledge and experience working with the federal tax law. I'd like to start our conversation by asking you a simple question. And what is this practice management workshop session that's going on at this year's IRS Tax Forums?
Well, first of all, Alan, thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to always be with you and to be back on Tax Talk today. Yes, this is something that was new to the IRS forums. I think groups like us suggested to the IRS that they needed to expand the offering at the forums to cover more than just tax law and IRS regulations, because as all of us know, if you are engaged in running a firm, you face a lot of challenges beyond just knowing the law and knowing the IRS. So the IRS agreed with us and allowed us and some of our cohorts and other associations to start this. And they've allowed us to come back for another year. So I guess we're doing okay.
Well, that's great. That's great. Yeah, who should attend the practice management workshops?
Well, it's open to anyone. I guess it would primarily benefit someone who either owns a firm or is considering owning a firm, because we're really talking to firm owners about issues that go above and beyond just their knowledge of tax law. But it's open to anyone. There may be, employees who are thinking about buying a firm or starting a firm, as well as people who currently own one. But I think even if you are in neither of those, you might find some of the discussions informative and entertaining. So it's welcome all, no restrictions.
Great. What are some of the featured topics at this year's practice management sessions?
Yeah, timing of this is great because we got the final email from the service today with the association's topics. So I'm going to make sure I get them right. I'm going to have to glance down and read. But on behalf of NAEA, you're going to be presenting marketing the business and how to choose a direction. NATP is going to talk about some Circular 230 issues revolving around security and the new non-responsible employees. NSTP is going to talk about succession planning. And the National Society of Accountants is going to talk about confidently building your practice and the tools and the resources that you need. Now, having said that, if you've ever attended one of our sessions, you know that it's very informal, a lot of discussion. We're certainly going to probably ramble off into other areas. And as an attendee, we leave time for questions. And if you have a question on something we haven't covered, we'll do our best to address it. This doesn't mean it's limited to this, but these are where we'll start.
Great. What are some of the benefits or other benefits that are available, to attend the practice management session?
Yeah, probably the one thing that we wish we had was we can't offer continuing education credits, but that's a different discussion for a different time. But again, I think anytime you can spend time with your peers and learn from some of these people, you obviously and others, have got a lot of experience that we can share with people who may not have had the benefit of having as many years of experience as you and I and the others have. I think it's great just to be in a community setting where we're just talking, about our businesses. And again, it's just people who have been in this profession for a long time sharing their expertise. And I think, at least we hope, everybody will leave with something that made it worth their attending.
Great. First of all, what day is this offered? Is this offered during the general sessions? When is this going to start?
No, we're the only show in town. We're Monday night. So when you come to register, we'll start at 5 o'clock. We'll go till approximately 6:30. But it's Monday night. There's nothing else going on Monday night. So, come join us. We'll be at all 5 forums. We don't know where in the We're not going to be in the big meeting room, so we'll be somewhere else. So they'll do the good job of showing you how to find us. But yeah, Monday night at 5 o'clock.
And how long have these sessions been going on? And, is this something you mentioned it earlier, something relatively new, and how they've been received so far?
This is our third year. I think I got that right. You've been at all of them. I had to go back and think, what year is this? But it's our third year. I think, I remember the first one when we had to, I know I was standing out in the hall trying to recruit people to come because it was the first time they'd ever done it. It wasn't really, it was kind of added at the last minute. It wasn't on the agenda. So we had to kind of direct people to where we were. But since then, there has been a lot better signage. I think the attendance has been really good, Alan. You've been there as well, but the rooms have gotten larger and the rooms have gotten fuller. So I think that, at least from my perspective, they've been well attended.
I have to agree with you, Roger. I think it's been going really good. And the IRS has been very pleased, obviously, to keep on having us come back each year.
Yeah.
Roger, this has been really a great conversation. I thank you so much for joining us on 5 Things to Know. And I look forward to seeing you at this year's forums, as well as back on the show one day. And if you see me at the forums this year, be sure to say hello. I might just have a special gift for you. Thanks again for watching. And as always, it's been great learning with you.